what is the Ayurvedic view and your own take on psoriasis, eczema, and these supposedly autoimmune conditions? What do you do? How do you treat these people? What kind of results do you see?
Fantastic. Uh, First of all, sir, to us, like personally, what I believe is this. When it comes to immune system, it's all autoimmune disorders. When it comes to immune system, you're constantly irritating, you're constantly troubling our immune system, that the immune system basically start to attack our own tissues, our own bodily tissues, whether you call it celiac disease or you call it rheumatoid arthritis, you call it MS, you call it psoriasis. It just, the disease process is exactly the same. It's just like the autoimmune disease. If it happens in a joint, we call it rheumatoid arthritis. If it happens in the skin, we call it psoriasis. If it happens in the gut, we call it leaky gut or inflammatory bowel disorder, irritable bowel syndrome. In your brain, we have so many different names. Even to me, I personally feel even Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, it's all kind of process. And primarily in most cases where, I mean, at this point in time, I feel that there's a huge increase in autoimmune disorders purely because we are just pushing our immune system to the max. Okay, as far as Ayurvedic concept is concerned, these signs I'm talking about are like 5,000 years old. Then they have actually explained in such a way that when it comes to autoimmune disorders, number one, exposure. Exposure, when you challenge your immune system with, in olden days, they just called it toxins. We call it AMA, just toxins. Whereas now we have different terms. We are talking about allergenic proteins. We are talking about chemical exposure. We are talking about genetic modification, pollution. So in all these cases, the primary focus of treatment, I mean, it's more like a triangle, correct? The one side of it, primarily what we try to do is eliminate whatever possibly that can irritate your immune system and trigger this particular autoimmune reaction. So eliminate that. So cleaning up the diet. So removal means just removing things which can irritate your immune system and including things that can support your immune system. That's primary focus of when it comes to either psoriasis or, for that matter, I basically bundle all the autoimmune disorders with same protocol.
What
Okay,
are
now that's
so what are the things that you tell your patients to eliminate?
okay. Basically, it is from case to case basis. For example, if somebody comes to me and they have problem in their skin and they are smoking, so it becomes smoking. If they are into alcohol, it becomes alcohol. If it comes to diet, if they are Agni, so that's why it's a triangle. Okay, so the first part is elimination, where when we do the case study filing, that will basically show what may possibly be the reason and what need to be eliminated. That's number one. Number two comes to Agni. Agni means how much of prana, the life force, the fire they have. In modern terms, in functional medicine side, we may probably think of it like the digestive ability. We are talking about leaky gut. That's second side of it. We think it's a new exploration. This has been like 5,000 years old science. We all know about it. You get a disease.
So is it lack of Agni, decreased Agni, or increased
Decreased? Both also can happen, but primarily the Agni never increases in older people. It's always low. Tell me which organ functions better as you age? Nothing, right? So pretty much it boils down to that. So the Agni has to be supported. You don't want too much of it. You don't want too little of it. And you don't want one type of Agni moving into another zone, like Prana, Apana, Udana, Samana. These are all the Agnis, the fire in different body parts. Like there is fire in your eyes, there is fire in your brain, there is fire in your lungs, there is fire in your stomach. The fire in your stomach, when it escapes, the stomach fire reduces, but the fire goes into lungs, you get a lot of inflammatory cough. It goes into your brain, you get a lot of headaches. So things like that. You want the energy in specific areas and maintain a proper homeostasis. Ayurveda or natural medicine, for that matter, is always about homeostasis.